I'm Neo Jacob Doctora from BS Tourism Management 102, and this is the things that I learned in our subject Micro Perspective in Tourism and Hospitality. This is what I learned in Module 4, Tourism and Culture. In this lesson, we learned that the importance of cultural tourism is all about knowing each other's cultures. This helps us to appreciate and respect each others by giving us the opportunity to improve our relations among other nations. Just like what Louis D'Amour said, the past president of Canadian Travel Research Association. These millions of daily person-to-person encounters are potentially a powerful force for improve our relation among peoples and the nation of the world. Relation which emphasize sharing and appreciation of cultures rather than lack of trust bred by isolation. Now, in Module 5, Transportation and Travel Evolution. In Module 5, we learned about the developing and evolving ways of travel. In our pre-industrial travel system era, we had the travelers using the kalesa. It is a carriage pulled by horses. As it progresses, the ways of travel improves. Now in the modern era, we have faster and more easy access to travel. For example, the high-speed trains of Japan, the Shinkansen or bullet train, in which travels at the speed of greater than 140 miles per hour. France also has a super train that they call Tres Grande Betis. The travel at the speed of 175 miles per hour. Now, in Module 6, History of Accommodation or Lodging Industries. I learned that tourism and hospitality has a long background in the history, in which people were hospitable because of their own superstitions, feared that the stranger was either God or representative of evil spirits, or the devil himself. In the Middle Ages, Car- Charles Magne, a former Holy Roman Emperor, making a law setting out the duty of a Christian to provide free resting place and for food for travelers. In the 28th centuries, Ellsworth Milton Starter opened his first hotel in Buffalo, New York, which was considered the first commercial hotel. Another famous innkeeper was Conrad Hilton, also known as the King of Innkeepers. In Module 7, Classification and Organization of Lodging Establishments, I learned about different types of lodging establishments and about their own functions of use. First, the convention hotel, where the people have the capability to host conferences and meetings. Number 2, commercial hotels that focuses on business travelers. 3, hot- resort hotels that focuses on giving recreational activities for travelers. 4. Casino hotels that are giving sleep cheap yet spend big. This is for the gamblers who wants to stay in the hotel. And lastly, the airport hotels. It is located near the airport to cater to the flying public. Now in Module 8, Management of Lodging Establishment. I learned about identifying the different departments of lodging establishment. They have rooms division and food and beverage divisions. In room division, it has the front office where they are the one who is responsible to sell rooms, which include registering the guests and assigning rooms. Now, housekeeping department. They are responsible for keeping as many rooms as possible ready condition by cleaning and attending special requests of the guests. In the and beverage division, we have the kitchen. It is in charge of all food production for lodging establishment. It is manned or handled by executive chef and the sauce chef, the assistant of executive chef. Restaurant and bars, this is where the travelers eat and drink. Also, they have their own stewardess to maintain clean glassware, china, and cutlery for food and beverage outlets. Room service or in-room dining. It is referred to all service to hotel guests, bar waiter or bartender. Prepares drink or include coffee following standard receipt of procedures. Prepares consumption report of bar stocks. Report losses, spoilage, and damage to bar stocks. Outlet cashiers regularly checks and updates POS of current price of food and beverage items before opening the restaurants. Prepares bills of customers. Receives and punches payment in the cash registers. Now in Module 10, History of Food and Beverage Industry. I learned the history of food and beverage sectors from the first inns and taverns to modern restaurants like fast foods, coffee shops, gourmet restaurants. Every restaurants have their own uses, designs, and prices for the satisfaction of the customers. Like in buffet restaurants, giving the opportunity to the customers to eat all. Module 11, Management of the Food and Beverage Service Industry. I learned about different types of service industry in different places. Or restaurant, there are different designs of plating and service, like American service, French service, Russian service, buffet service, and family or laureate service. They all have their difference in plating. Example, the French service. Food is brought from the kitchen in dishes and salvers, which are placed directly on the table to the customer. But in the buffet restaurant, has a self-service policy where the customer needs to get their food to bring in their table. Job duties of food and beverage service personnel. They have restaurant manager or outlet manager. His duty is to monitors the necessary preparations before the start of operation and see it all and needed supplies are available in good condition. Captain waiter or waitresses. Their specific duty is to supervise and check availability of bar stock. Receptionist. Receive guests, welcome and greets them, and escort them to their assigned and chosen table. Waiter, waitresses, food attendants. Look after the necessary preparation before the start of operation. Prepares necessary supplies such as cutleries, chinaware, and hollowware. Refill salts and pepper shakers, and other condiments. Busboy. Clears table of soiled dishes and dirt and mess. Fills and refills water goblets with water.